and so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my pregnancy favorites. Now currently I'm 38 weeks pregnant, but when you see this video, baby will already be here. And I just thought I have 2 more weeks left to go. I can't really see myself having any favorites in the next 2 weeks. So I thought I'd sit down and kind of share with you guys what my favorites were for each trimester, because it kind of is different, or more things I guess you could say got added to the list the farther along in my pregnancy. So let's start off with first trimester. During my first trimester, I picked up a couple things that I thought I would need throughout my pregnancy, and one of the items that I got was some stretch cream, and I got the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula. Now, I don't know if I'd say that stretch cream is a must-have. I got stretch marks and I use this pretty much every day. It does tell you that you should use it 3 times a day, but I was like, I thought I would try it, you know. But yeah, I just thought it was so hard to try and keep up with it 3 times a day. So, I mean, it might be something that you might want to try, but I guess you could say it wasn't a must-have. No, this title is must-haves, but I guess it should be more like what I used during my pregnancy. So it might work for you. Maybe a different stretch cream might be better, but I still got stretch marks and I use this cream. Did I use it every day? Nope. Did I use it 3 times a day? Nope. But pretty much, I'd say 5 times out of the week, I remember to put it on at least once. So that could have been why, but this was something I picked up in my first trimester. Something else that I started doing in my first trimester was I picked up some maternity clothes. I didn't need maternity clothes in my first trimester, but I picked some up just because I knew that I would need maternity clothes eventually. I do want to mention these pants real quick. These were not a favorite of mine. I don't recommend them. They were from Time Maternity, and they were just their leggings. They look like this. And they were just skinny, not like super tight, but they just did not stay up. Now, they also ended up getting a hole in the crotch too, which I don't know how, but you know, when you're paying a good amount of money for maternity pants, you don't want those things to happen. I got a large. They say to go off of what your size is normally. So I don't know if I should have gotten a medium, but throughout my entire pregnancy, these things would not stay up. So I packed my other pair for the hospital. That way, if anything happens to them, I really don't care. And I'm sure they'll stay up. Hopefully, if not, I will hold them up from the hospital to my car. But these are a no-go for me. But something that I did like getting were these Time Maternity tops. Now, you don't have to go to Time Maternity, you might not even have a Time Maternity in general, but just some plain t-shirts are awesome. Now, I like these ones because I can pull them down and they cover my butt, so if you want to wear tights or something with them, but you don't want your bottom to show, maybe that's your dress code at work, then these shirts were great, and it was just something that I could throw on for work and or the weekend or something, and you know, away you went. Another thing I did, and I was able to get away with this probably until January, so maybe up to like 24 weeks I probably was able to, and that was just buying bigger tops and like using them as like dressier shirts, especially at Christmas time when I had like a lot of functions. But I found throughout my pregnancy, the bigger I got, they didn't really flatter me, and I just felt like it made me look bigger than I actually was. And so that's why I liked these form-fitting shirts, because it kind of gave me somewhat of a figure, and you could tell that I was pregnant. So yeah, that was another trick I did. And then I also went to some thrift stores. There's a few maternity and newborn or children's clothing stores that are like people donate and stuff like that, and so I went there and I got some dress pants because I needed dress pants for work, and I work with kids, so I did not want to pay a lot of money for something that I knew that I could possibly get paint on or boogers whatever. So I was really glad that I went there. So definitely check out those kind of stores if you're looking for maternity clothes and you just don't want to pay a lot of money. Oh, something else that I picked up or I used a lot during my first trimester was prenatal vitamins. That was another thing I picked up and I forgot to mention. I didn't really have a specific kind that I used, just a prenatal vitamin. And I also ate a lot of bread, oatmeal, and bagels, if you're wondering. Slushies were another thing too that I like a little bit out, just because I felt crummy. So that was another must-have for me, was just pretty much anything, crackers, things like that. I never got sick, but I just, at the end of the night, I feel crummy, and that's all I want to eat. So that was my first trimester must-haves. Now for my second trimester, I guess this was throughout my whole pregnancy too, but I started using panty liners, and they are going to become your best friend because you never know what's going to happen if you sneeze or cough or anything like that. And just in general, like, they were just good to have. I wore them like every single day. TMI, you are going to discharge more than normal. Usually an average cycle for a woman, it would last a few days and it would be like a couple weeks after your period, but you do it more often when you're pregnant. So on top of like sneezing and coughing and all that, I wore them in general. These were not my favorite kind. I actually like the ones I always, I found them longer and I like that they're a little bit thicker and gave me lots of coverage. They still do the trick, but peace of mind, you know? So panty liners were something that I used throughout my entire pregnancy. But second trimester is when I started getting heartburn. I actually got heartburn. We were waiting at the airport to go back home from Hawaii, and I picked up some Tums, and Tums was another best friend of mine. It worked immediately for me and definitely cured my heartburn. Another item that I started doing, another item I started using was the Dr. Teal's bubble bath. I started having more baths as I started getting sore back near the end of my second trimester. So this was something I picked up. It was pretty inexpensive, and I like the lavender one. Lavender, it has, I believe it has essential oils in this, or maybe not. But fun fact, lavender essential oil is safe for you when you're pregnant. So I got this. And then I also started using a pregnancy pillow. And this one is from Babies R Us. And it is by the brand, I know it says it somewhere on here. I think it's a spoon. Okay, maybe it's not on here. Oh wait, is this it? No, that's not it. Here it is. Leech Co. Never mind, it's not a snuggle or whatever. But I do like that this can come off and you can throw it in the wash. My husband actually picked this up for me. And the day he went, they're actually having 50% off. So usually they cost around $100, but he got it for like $50, which is awesome. And I was at work and he had the day off. So he went and picked it up, and he got it because he thought it would like match our bed set really well. So I was like, bravo for him, because that's probably what I would have picked out. Sometimes it can be scary letting your husband pick out items for you, but I thought he did a good job. So that was another thing I started using, just because I was being practically sore, and that thing has been a lifesaver. I cuddle with that thing every night, and it does the work, does what it's supposed to do. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night with sore back, and I'm not using it, like I rolled over or something, or somewhere in my sleep I stopped using it. So I've noticed a difference, but I definitely would invest in a pregnancy pillow. And this one's great because it will turn into a nursing pillow as well. You just kind of like wrap it around, and you can use it as a nursing pillow as well. Now, third trimester, that is when my back started getting worse. So I felt like it didn't matter what I did, I was getting a sore back. So I ended up picking up a back brace, and this is the one I got. So if you watch, I think it's my 3rd trimester update for you guys. I show you guys what it looks like on. But you wear this under the belly. Whoops. If you just want minimum support. If you want to add medium support, you put this on as well, and it goes around your back. Maximum support, this goes over your belly. And it's just to help you with your posture, because you know, you've got this thing in front of you, and you want to immediately do this. So this is what I would wear to work, and it really helped. It didn't take away the pain if I already had that pain, but it definitely like minimalized it. So I wear this pretty much every day. I take it off for bed. Now the person who told me that how to put it on, she told me I could wear it on top of my clothes, but I did not want to be in public wearing this out in front of me, and it's white, and like I said, I work with toddlers, so this would have gotten dirty real quick. So she said if you just wear a tank top and then put this on and then put your shirt on, you can do that too, just because if you don't, it's gonna like bug your skin. So that was another thing I got. I also upgraded my water bottle. I'm not sure what the size is for this, but I don't know if it's because I have diabetes, but I found I was drinking more and more water throughout my pregnancy. So I wanted to get a bigger water bottle just because my 20-ounce ones was just not doing it for me, and I was drinking those like that. So I picked up something a little bit bigger. And then the last item that I want to show you guys is just this Rub A535 regular strength cream. I was allowed to use this, and this was also a lifesaver as well. It worked pretty much immediately for the most part. There were some days where it didn't matter what I did, nothing would work. But for the most part, this did the trick. So that is everything for my pregnancy must-haves, my pregnancy favorites. I hope some of these items were useful for you. Leave your pregnancy must-haves down in the comments down below. Or maybe if you used some of these as well during your pregnancy, and if you loved them and didn't love them. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!